A very good afternoon to everyone. This is Sanskriti from Waza FM. So finally the moments that a lot of us were waiting for. Of course in India, but now all around the world, including Mauritius, is here. The consecration of the Ram Mandir, or the inauguration as we say. Being an Indian, I can definitely tell you that, it's like a whole festive season in India. It's my parents back in India have also told me how this is something everyone is preparing for from all walks of life, all ages, and this is nothing short of Diwali. In fact, it's bigger than Diwali this time. We are joined by Mr. Suvro Kamal Datta. He is a doctorate and also an advisor to a lot of NGOs and think tanks and needs no introduction. He joins us all the way from India, New Delhi. Welcome and good afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Waza FM all the way in Mauritius. Sir, very frankly, I just want to begin by asking, can you tell us a bit about this series of events and these small events that are going to lead up till 22nd January when the main inauguration is going to be happening by, of course, Mr. Modi, who is the Prime Minister of India. What is that Pran Pratishthan, as we call it, going to look like? What is the series of event? And particularly on that day, what is happening? What are the preparations right now in Uttar Pradesh, in India, in Delhi, and especially in Ayodhya?
So I am very happy to join you all once again for this significant historic, like a discussion on this historic moment. I also pray to Lord Ram so that the blessings of Maryada Purushottam Bhagavan Ram is bestowed on all my Mauritius friends, and may Mauritius also prosper, and may Mauritius also move ahead like the way Bharat is moving ahead and prospering under the blessings of Bhagwan Ram. Since December last year itself, the preparations have started from across the nook and corner of the country, and let us celebrate 22nd January as the first day of the new year. Series of programs have started across the nook and corner of the country. The Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, has been visiting different temples across the country, and he has been connecting with the Ram circuit across the nook and corner of the country, visiting different holy shrines as well as different temples. The Pran Pratishtha ceremony is a very, very significant ceremony. It is a ceremony in which all the Vedic rituals, the rituals from the Bhagavad Gita, from the Ramayana, the Upanishads, as the Shastras would be chanted by different countless number of priests and holy men here in Ayodhya. And in my understanding, 10 years down the line, from 22nd January 2024 onwards, Ayodhya is going to be the most significant destination of Bharat across the global world, and I think it would be the deep place of pilgrimage for each and every one.
And completely agree, sir. And I think we can feel that festivity, like I said, all across the world. I saw that there's going to be a live telecast even in Times Square all the way in New York in USA and various parts of the world. And yes, Indian diaspora is definitely the hugest. We have Indians or people of Indian origin all across the globe. But coming to Mauritius here, it's in full preparation. I can see in terms of, the festivity, the infectiousness of what's happening in India is here. It's a grand celebration. And I see a lot of Hindu associations and all the temples coming together, really with unison and unity to prepare for this grand event, which is the consecration of the Ram Mandir. Swami Brandavanwan Partha Sarthi will be representing Mauritius in India. He's going to be carrying a sacred water from a place called Ganga Talao, which is in Mauritius. Also, he's carrying 108 pearl mala, which is also going to be, like a chadhava to Sri Ram there. Mauritius government, the current government, has announced that it would grant a 2-hour break for all the public officials of Hindu religion who practice Hindu faith on 22nd of January 2024 by the Prime Minister Praveen Kumar Jagannath. So, there is this sort of unity and that bhaichara, as we say, we can feel, and like Mr. Modi always calls, and it truly is, Mauritius is a Chota Bharat. So, do you think this is also a representation of the Indo-Mauritian relations and the fact that it's like a big brother, elder brother, Chota bhai, bada bhai relation. And how do you think this will contribute to the future relationship between the two countries? If I understand correctly, there's a group, Bhajan Mandli, called Vandana Group, which has already landed in India. They are also going to be singing when on 22nd this happens, all the way from Mauritius, they're there. So what do you think of this, sir?
Well, this is something very significant, and definitely Bharat and Mauritius are sibling sisters. In fact, the relationship between Bharat and Mauritius is so intertwined and it is so strong that it is something like a relationship between two blood sisters as such, you know. So therefore, this is a historic relationship. It's a deep cultural relationship. It's a relationship which is based on tradition, on cultural ethos, on history, as well as the motherland feeling with the Bharat as such, you know. And I really congratulate the Mauritius government for granting 2 hours leave to the Hindu people, very big contingent of sacred people, of artisans, of musicians, of singers, as well as holy people and also of sages from Mauritius. So this is something which is very, very significant.
Yeah, completely. And like you had mentioned, there are the biggest entrepreneurs, celebrities, cricketers, sports people, diplomats, people from across the world that are going to be attending. From what I read, and there's so much that's happening, but just to mention a few things, there's a woman who was on Maun Vrat, as we say. She was not speaking for a really long time since some dispute was there. She's going to be breaking her Maun Vrat. There's a 108 feet tall incense stick, or agarbatti as we say, that is coming all the way from Gujarat. And many more things that I mean not be able to mention right now because there's just so much happening. People are donating gold. The movie Hanuman that has come right now, they have donated a part of all the earnings and profits that they've made from the box office to the temple, and much other things are happening which many people are donating. People have already started Padayatra from all the way to Jaipur to Bombay to reach Ayodhya by the time the Pran Pratishthan happens. So how do you look at this? And also you mentioned that there's a long drawn battle. So I just want to ask that I hope going forward this is also going to unite India and also people of Indian diaspora in a very united sense. It's going to bring us all closer like one family.
Yes, absolutely. The Indian diaspora, people of the Bharatiya origin, they are all getting united as a solid rock because of this historic moment and because of this historic movement of the Ram Janambhumi dispute. And now that the Pran Pratishtha ceremony is taking place, this has become a global cultural icon for all the Bharatiya people and people of Bharatiya origin across the globe. Therefore, this is very, very significant. It has this reawakening has happening after a long drawn battle of almost 550 years, as I have mentioned earlier, and this reawakening is a culmination of that battle. And I understand that today when I look back and when I see the Hindu identity here in Bharat and the Hindu identity across the globe is much more solidified, it is much more cohesive, and it is much more strong. All the business houses, the business establishments, big business companies here in Bharat, they have donated in a big way. Several of our sports players have donated in a big way. Many of the movie producers have donated in a big way. The Bollywood celebrities, actors and actresses have donated in a big way for the construction of this grand temple of Bhagavan Maryada Purushottam Ram.
Yes, definitely. That would be on a lot of our agendas, and a lot of people from Mauritius do visit India. So now Ayodhya is on the bucket list of a lot of people here. And lastly, to end with, I just want to ask you, I've heard that there are going to be really beautiful prasad as we say, given to people who will be attending this ceremony. There are traditionally made ghee laddus. There is also sort of soil from that land, which is called Ram Raj, that also is going to be given. Of course, PM Modi is attending the entire ceremony. He's also going to be given some sort of a bhet ya diksha jise hum kehte hain. Can you throw light on that? And also to just add to that is that the same infectiousness and the festivity is being felt by the diaspora, Hindu diaspora in Mauritius. So they're also going to be sending the prayers, watching it live, all of that when this event happens on the morning of 22nd of January.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, it is going to be a kind of a Diksha ceremony. It's an oath-taking ceremony in the name of Bhagwan Sri Ram, and to follow his pedestals and to follow his footsteps and try to be righteous and try to be honest and try to do good things in life. The basic teachings of Lord Ram and the basic teachings of Ma Sita, that is something which is going to be a kind of a Diksha kind of a thing which would be given to each and everyone who would be attending this ceremony. And it is a kind of an oath, it's a kind of an assurance in front of the holy deity of Lord Ram, Lord Lakshman and Ma Sita, that we would be following the pedestals and we would be following the path been shown by Bhagwan Maryada Purushottam Ram and by Ma Sita, and we would try to do good for the humanity and for the whole world as such. And that is the basic essence of Sanatanan Dharma. We have the notion of universal brotherhood, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, so that it is a kind of a reassurance or a commitment or a recommitment to fulfill the dreams as cherished by Lord Ram and to follow the pedestals of Lord Ram.
Thank you so much, Dr. Subra Kamal Datta, for joining us all the way from New Delhi, India. I know you're also going to be attending the ceremony on 22nd and you are looking forward to it. So thank you for sparing time for us.
At the end, I would say Jai Shri Ram, Jai Siya Ram.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. Namaste and Jai Shri Ram to you too.